Man, I was just it's perfect weather right now. I was just walking by that diner right there in the corner.
Yeah.
Whatever it's called.
Galaxies.
They got the doors the windows all open.
Oh, that's cool.
They
Yeah,
got
love that.
Yeah, it's like 70 degrees outside. I saw this fat dude with like sitting at the table by himself, facing the window. He's got the napkin in the shirt.
Oh yeah.
All just out. He's just eating a big ass burger by himself.
Yeah.
Man, that guy looked happy as hell.
Oh, what a life.
Yeah.
And those burgers are great. Shout out
Birds
to
are
Galaxy
chirping.
Diner.
Yeah.
You know, this whole neighborhood, I realized, is themed towards the universe. There's Mercury
Oh, yeah.
Bar.
Hmm.
I can't think. There's like 4 or 5 other ones.
That's just how people thought back in like the 50s when this place was getting started.
Yeah.
It was all like Jupiter, Neptune.
Yeah, it was like universe.
Cosmic swinging.
A lot of Irish people running around. Well, I always thought because this was an Irish neighborhood and those Irish people, they just looked up at the stars.
Well, that was just a part of the a theme of America in the 50s. It was like the space race.
Oh,
And
yeah.
they thought that pretty soon, I mean, all this stuff Elon Musk is doing now, that's what they thought we were going to be doing in like the late 60s.
The
It's like
Chrysler,
pretty soon we're all going to be on the moon, you know.
it looks like a rocket ship, don't it? The Chrysler building,
Yeah.
Empire State Building.
That's when people still had hope for this country before you know who took over.
Yeah, I can't wait till we're going to the moon, though. They need to make it way quicker.
Yeah.
What about teleporting? How do you feel about that? Would you teleport?
No. None of this stuff's actually happened.
Hologram.
That's the problem.
It would be a hologram.
That's the
I've seen
problem.
holograms
is
at
that
airports.
Nothing good is ever going to happen again.
Nah, dude.
That's the problem. is
Stuff's
that
changed. Stuff's gonna change for sure. What are you talking?
things are going to get worse. But I mean, like all
Quantum
this.
computers are gonna create something cool.
No, that's the problem. Is you think that, but then nothing actually is going to happen. The only thing we can actually hold on to is what that fat guy in the corner is doing right now,
That
which is
burger.
enjoying a hamburger on a nice day.
Damn good burger.
You can't think about anything else that's going to happen in the world because everything else is going to let you down. We were just talking about it. Someone's going to let you down.
Yeah.
All you can do is enjoy the hamburger that's in front of you, and you get a nice big soda, and the waitress comes by and she's nice. That's as good as life gets. Once you start aiming above that, it's like things start to fall apart.
Man, the last big thing I truly remember in my thing is self-driving cars. It was the phones, self-driving cars. I remember that, seeing the self-driving car. The food delivery robot didn't work out,
Why would it? They got people for that. Even the self-driving car, it's like that's not going to take over the world. That's going to be for some stuff. But it's like, no, we got enough guys who are willing to drive.
You know what's crazy? All those gigs on Fiverr where you'd hire somebody like from another country. AI just took all that.
Well, the things that you could pay people for in the other countries that they're never going to replace is like, hey, I want this Indian guy to embarrass himself.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? He's going to write something in milk on his
My
chest.
buddy does that with Nigerians.
Yeah. There's always going to be a market for that. But yeah, all the stuff where it's like they're going to, spell check your homework or something. That's all.
Gone.
Yeah.
Make me a resume,
But the thing is, those guys aren't trying to get rich on Fiverr. All they're trying to do is get the same thing this guy's got.
That burger.
All they want's a burger on a nice day. They're not trying to go to the fucking moon.
Right.
But no, they're still getting screwed. They're still going to be where they are, and that guy's still going to be where he is. How much is that burger over there?
About $23, $24.
Oh, man.
I mean, you get French fries. They charge you for the pickle.
See, that's the thing. They charge you the same price on a bad day.
Yeah.
It could be raining outside. The hamburger's going to be the same price.
Yeah, this neighborhood.
You got to wait till it's a nice weather outside. The circumstances have to be perfect.
I'll tell you what, though, if you are going to get like a burger or something like that, that's the play. It's going to be a lot of food, and you're eating it.
Oh, yeah. A big plate.
How big was
Wedge
that
fries.
damn burger, dude? I guarantee
Yeah,
you it was 2 pounds of
the
beef.
guy was big, but the burger looked big, too.
Yeah.
So it's like, that burger was real big. And he's got like the full Coke.
Yeah.
Full red cup of Coke. So it's like, that guy is living good.
Man, nothing like them damn big burgers, man.
Well, especially if it's like a restaurant burger.
Yeah, like
We're
that
always talking
diner
about
joint.
like the all these little smash burgers in the city, the 7th Street burger. And it's like, it's burgers that you're supposed to eat like standing up when you're on the move.
Yeah.
But it's not like a burger that's going to weigh you down. You're not going to you still got plans for the rest of the night when you eat that little burger. That guy right there, he's probably a tourist, so he's probably going to go back to his hotel and fucking fall asleep right now.
And that is honestly, I've gotten that burger before. I want to say the patty weighs about 2 pounds.
Yeah. Well, it's the kind of burger where by the time you get to the end of it, it's all wet.
Oh, the bread's ruined.
The bread is just soaked in all the juices.
I had like a $58 burger. I used to date this girl that worked at that place. It's right on What's it?
Minetta
Minetta
Tavern?
Tavern.
Oh
And
yeah,
it's the Bob Dylan
famous
burger. Or
world
something.
famous burger.
Yeah, $58 burger.
Wow.
Dude, it was great. I would pay for that.
Wow.
I hate to say it. It was great.
It was great because it was big, or was it
was
just
free.
like?
She used to bring them to me all the time. She brought me half of one time. I'm like, oh, thanks. You sure you didn't want the other half? She goes, no, that went to the busboy, but he was going to throw it out. I told him he'll eat it. I'm like, yo, I just ate. I ate off the busboy at your job.
Yeah.
I can't believe she made me do that.
Oh, you didn't say no.
And I still ate more burgers off her. $58 John. That's not with tax or nothing.
Is it $58 because it's huge, or is it just like high quality meat?
It's big. I think it's because Bob Dylan used to order it. I'm pretty sure it's called Bob Dylan.
What's on it? It's like
I can't remember. It's like less tomato, pickles, real basic, just great.
Wow.
Everything's good. The bread's good.
It's better than the Bobby V.
Oh yeah, dude. Not even a comparison.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I've had like high class burgers, but it's like I never there's some burgers you get where it's like made out of like steaks or like Kobe beef or something or Wagyu or something, but it's like that's lost on me.
That's some hood shit.
No, that's some like the kind of burger where it's like it's got gold on it or something.
Right.
And it's fucking $1,200.
That is some hood shit though. Go buy a $1,200 burger, fucking Wagyu.
I guess. Yeah, I think it's one of those burgers where like one guy orders it every week, and then they got him. It comes out with sparklers or something. But yeah, I can't imagine going to like just a regular, just dropping $50 on a burger.
Yeah.
And then what do you even do for the rest of the night?
I mean, those are those people with the money in there.
Yeah.
They got the money. They're hanging with the girls. That the drinks are nice. You know why you can't look in there? There's a guy out front.
Yeah.
That's how
classy.
you know it's a good place.
Mm-hmm.
They won't even let certain people in there. They'll look
I don't even know how Bob
dressed.
Dylan. I thought he was broke back in the day.
Yeah.
It was you.
Or the neighborhood was a lot run down back then.
Yeah, maybe the burger wasn't so expensive. Bob Dylan's did. I thought he showed up in the city with the guitar.
Yeah, that's true. Charlie Chaplin, I seen he just was homeless, man, sat on the corner for 3 years and became the most famous, richest person in America. Took the boat over here.
Well, those were those days where it was like a lot of guys were homeless in the city. But those were the days where like homeless guys wore suits. You know what I mean?
And
he
how
wore
were they homeless?
he wore a top hat and a suit.
Like they slept outside?
Well, they like wrapped themselves in newspapers and just slept on the sidewalk.
Man.
And you just wake up and you just start your day.
Yeah, I heard a story. Somebody was telling me their uncle was telling them that he used to live on the fire escape. Their families were so big in the summers. Mm-hmm. People would live on the fire escape.
That was a very common thing, Lower East Side.
Pigeons pooping on you. I mean, you just deal with it.
Well, back in those days, it was like that was pre-air conditioning for all these places, and you were living in like those tenement houses, Lower East Side, Ludlow Street, and it was like 25 people in like a one-bedroom apartment. So it's like, no, somebody's sleeping on the roof, somebody's sleeping on the fire escape, your mother is sleeping in the bathtub.
Yeah,
and it's like I don't even know where people went to the bathroom. You just pissed in a pot and threw out the window.
That's like nowadays the new hustle I know a lot of people are doing is they're merging together with other people, like families are merging together to save money. And dude, it's like, and they're like, oh, it'd be less stress. I think it's more stress. I'd rather have less money and less people.
Right, of course.
Like I don't want somebody else's husband and wife.
Well, I want to be able to.
Kids.
I want to be able to open the door and know there's not going to be anybody in there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Walk into a room and it's like this room's empty.
Or like when there's kids, I don't know if it's just a me thing. I always open doors fast, and dude, it's like thump thump every time. I'm always hitting kids with doors.
Some kids with an iPad back.
It's
there.
like boom, even over my girlfriend's family's house, everywhere. Watch the door.
You know what people used to do back in the day during like when it was like factory times, New York City, like Soho. Like manufacturing.
Yeah.
People would rent out a room and like kind of like, roommate kind of gig.
Yeah.
But it would be a room like this. 3 guys would share the room, but they would do it in shifts. So you would basically be paying for 8 hours of a bed.
Man.
So you sleep there from 1 to 9, get up, go to work. Guy gets back from work at 9. He sleeps until 6 or whatever.
Yeah.
Then he's out. And then the third person comes in. Then by the time he goes to sleep, you're just getting off of your fucking factory job.
Well, you know why? Those guys would come down here for work and they had families somewhere else.
Well, you think it is kind of a waste to pay for a place when you're not there. You know what I mean? It's kind of like the same logic as Airbnb. Where it's like, I'm leaving town anyway, so I might as well, have somebody making use of it.
You'd have to change the sheets, though.
Those guys were not changing sheets.
Man.
You were working all day long in a factory sewing some sort of oven mitts or something.
Yeah.
And you get home and it's like, your bed is still warm. It's all wrinkled and shit.
That's how you go hard. I know two brothers, they live together. They bought a house together. They share clothes. They share the car. They got a nice-ass car. They even look alike.
You got to share the car, though?
They share everything. It's a nice car.
Yeah, but I mean, that's still, logistically, you'd rather have two bad cars than one good one.
You would think till you pull up with that nice-ass thing all shined up.
Yeah, but your brother's in the passenger seat.
Well, you got to leave him at home. It's like, you know.
Yeah, right. Give
it's
him
crazy.
Pay for his Uber.
The weird thing with those two brothers is I'd see them when I go back home, and when one doesn't have the car, the other one's taking the bus, and you just see them all at the bus station, clothes all nice.
I remember Colin Tyrell telling the story one time. It's always cracked me up just visually. It's about two brothers in Ireland, and they both wanted to get to the pub, but they only owned one bicycle between them.
Yeah.
So one brother would get on the bike and ride halfway and just leave the bike. Isn't that great?
Oh my God, that's so funny.
That is so beautiful. What a great way to solve that problem.
That is hilarious.
See,
bro.
if it was me and my brother, we would have said, all right, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it's me. We would have split it that way. No, the best way, that is the most logical way. You're going to get halfway there. You get half a bike, and we'll meet for drinks later.
That is so funny, dude. Wow. Man, funny.
That's the Irish right there.
It really is.
Yeah.
That's such an Irish joke, dude. That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's just like, we're in this together. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you get greedy, then that's when God smites you.
Yeah, that's
so you got to share It's like your thing with your dad, or you're saying sharing the can of soup.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we could have just both had soup.
Yeah, we could have split it. I'm not that good at math here.
It says 2 servings right there.
Yeah.
No, I mean, like, I could see the logic of trying to save money like that, but man, those guys must have just been like, just imagine the feeling of just getting out of bed and like you can't stay home because another guy's got to take the bed.
Yeah.
And then you're just in a fucking factory all day.
Those days, I mean, that's what they did. They probably hung out at the bar. They went and had a sandwich after work.
Yeah, well, I bet they probably ate some sort of food on the street that was wrapped in newspapers or something.
And well, there was probably like some
it's
old
like a
tea
meatball.
kettle.
It's like a meatball that's wrapped in a paper.
Yeah.
There's like ink on your meatball or something.
Dude, there's still specials like that. There's this taco place. It's $5 for a chicken quesadilla. If you're hungry, we'll go after here.
Oh.
Dude, it's a banger, and it's like it's a window of a building. It's not even a restaurant.
Right.
It's like one of those. You see all these factory guys down there.
Mm-hmm.
All the workers. You get all that food for the low.
Wow.
You could tell a lot by the restaurant, by who goes there. People think, oh, if a guy's got money and dressed nice, that's a good place. No. If the dude's poor, that's the best place because it's the cheapest and the best food. The most food, not even poor, but beat up.
Well,
dirty.
It's the best value. It's not the best food. It's the best value.
Yeah, but they really pick out the good food.
If you're trying to stretch for, if you had money, then you go to a place where it's nice. But if you're like us, where you're in the middle, then it's like you're just trying to stretch your dollar.
Stretch the dollar and be good.
Trying to make $10 stretch, and you're gonna get. That's the best way to spend $10.
Yeah, and also, even 15, I'll go leave a little further.
Also, Chinatown. Pretty much anything in Chinatown.
I'm surprised there's not more, what do you call places around here, like pierogi places, though. Like there is, like, over in Ridgewood and shit, yeah.
Well, it's because all the Polish people all grouped together.
Yeah,
they all want to hang out.
Places.
Well, it's like they can't afford to live over here. They're not going to get on the train and ride an hour to.
It's a perfect street food, though. Some white kid from Williamsburg should open up a little shop.
They got those
Polish pierogies.
Pierogi Brothers.
Oh, do they?
It's like a local. It's like
I think
super
it's Lower East Side.
Expensive pierogies, though.
That's the way they do it.
It's just like dumplings or something.
$11 corn dogs over here if you want one.
That's no good.
Yeah, they put hot Cheetos on it.
People want everybody to work, and they want factory workers, and they want working class people. But it's like these people got to eat somewhere.
You know what restaurant would kick ass right now? Prison foods. You go there, you get the ramen noodles, you throw it on the floor, like you get to make it yourself.
Well, they got all those ramen spots now. Those like Korean teenagers.
Yeah,
where it's all just like instant ramen. But like the slightly elevated, but it's like the kind of ramen that's like $4 instead of $2, and it's just like you just pick it off the wall and then they hot water, and you get ramen.
You can't
but
beat
it's like
that.
$8. It
but
is,
the
but
noodles can't be that good. Is it the cup ramen, or are they at least
well,
got
it's
good
like
noodles?
it's not like the American kind. It's like the Korean kind.
Oh,
where it's
but
all
it's still
spicy.
like inside a container.
Mhm.
I mean, those noodles can't be the best. You want
They're
some
not the
fresh
best,
noodles.
but it's like even ramen. The noodles aren't really the part. It's like you get the flavor.
yeah, that's true.
You get the real spicy flavor.
You're a wise dude, man.
But you ever work the kind of job where there was just like a food truck? Where
Oh,
it was,
nearby?
No, but it was just where I worked in like an office park, and there was like no restaurants for like a mile. It was like way out in the sticks, and so like every day 12:15, the truck pulls up right at the same spot and honks its horn, and it's like the Godfather theme or
Like
something.
8 Mile.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
everybody kind of like just comes out of all the buildings.
Yeah.
Everybody lines up and gets some like it's the most awful food.
That's fun for 3 days.
It was like ham and cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah, some really or like a chili dog or something. It's a
Yeah.
hot dog with some Hormel's chili on it.
I had a dude, man, a food truck one time. He shook everybody's hand, then he made the food.
Yeah.
I'm like, buddy.
You can't think about that. That's the problem with all this street food. Once you get like you, where you get germophobic,
Yeah.
you start wondering if this guy washed his hands or if it's gloves. It's like, nah, that's got to be out of your mind.
Well, my problem with food is it's like it's got to be the same as like, they got a hairnet for your head. These guys with these hairy knuckles, it's like I love the food from those cultures, but you can't be having knuckle hair with my beef patty. Like put on a
No,
fucking
you said
glove.
that, and then you still buy it though.
Yeah, but like they
Fellas
can't
still
just
gotta
put
eat.
on a glove. Like
Well, the thing is, people say that and they think, oh, I wish this guy on TikTok, whenever they show like some Indian shit,
yeah,
an Indian street guy,
with
and
their
they're like,
foot in it.
well, it's like this guy. He's just poor guy. He's making some sort of chapati dish or something.
Right.
It's like a little bread he's slapping back and forth. All the
Yeah.
comments are always like, "Oh, no gloves."
Right,
Oh,
his
that's-
foot's
that's
in it.
disgusting. Yeah. Why the guy's not washing his hands? But it's like, look, if this guy had gloves, he's gonna wear the same gloves all day long.
Yeah, that's bad
So
too.
it's like, no, that's just as bad as hands. It's not like
You're
it's more
right.
sanitary.
Dude, the gloves, when people grab money and then they
Oh,
grab Dollar
yeah.
Pizza place is known for that.
Yeah.
Dude, I had his whole thumb on my pizza the other day.
Well, it's like, how many gloves do you think they're going to go through all day long? They would go through like 200 pairs of gloves.
Yeah,
It's
and
not-
you can't throw them away in India.
Well, yeah, exactly. This guy's, his profit margins are already that thin.
Right.
So it's like, no, you're better off just like whatever he's got in his hands. He's had on it for a while. At
yeah,
least.
take it from the top.
Well, this guy's in his 50s. So
Yeah.
whatever's on his hands, he's lived through it.
Yeah.
So hopefully you're going to live through it.
Man, remember before germs? I remember my buddies would always have both their hands in their pants on their nuts, and they'd dap you up and shake your hand a ton. And nobody really thought anything was wrong with it.
I don't know if that was before germs. That was just, you were too young to know. Yeah. But it's like you got to get that out of your mind. Anytime you eat any kind of street food, it's like tamales in my neighborhood or something.
Yeah.
You look around, it's like there's no bathroom for this person.
Right.
I don't know where they're going to. They must have an agreement with one of the restaurants or something. They can use the bathroom.
Yeah.
But it's like that cart does not have water in it.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
not washing their hands between things. They don't have, you do what you got to do.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
They lower the standards for the trucks.
Well, it's like, what could they do? You are in a truck.
I don't trust the peanuts. I don't like the way the peanut salesmen, the way they look you in the eye. It's like, what?
That's the lowest grade, street salesman.
You can't do it. Oh, enjoy this one. And they're looking at me. Oh, you want warmer?
Well, those are the guys that like couldn't get hired at the halal cart.
Yeah.
That's like the lowest form.
Man,
Single
dude.
A.
Speaking of halal, them boys done got cocky. What's that halal cart? Begins with an A. It's an orange sign. Damn
Yeah. Adils or something.
yeah, Adele's,
Yeah.
bro. I've been with them forever. No love, bro. They got cocky. They got famous on TikTok. The
Oh, yeah.
line's crazy.
Mhm.
I tried. My mother told me some Arabic. I went there, tried to say it to them.
Wow.
They're like, get in
Allahu
get in
Akbar.
the back of the fucking line. Dude, he went off on me.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah. I was like, Ishway, mama.
Hey, so you're just trying to cut in line, or you're trying to get?
Yeah, I
some
tried to
specific-
cut the line. I
Oh
was
yeah,
drunk.
come on. No. I mean, those guys don't play.
Yeah.
That's how you get your hands cut off.
You're right, dude.
Yeah.
They don't fucking play.
Well, those guys, they got all the cards because they got
Yeah.
a line no matter what. So
Yep.
it's like,
They do, and they got the French fries.
so is it possible? Is it that much better than halal guys?
They got the French fries. Halal guys don't make the French fries.
No, but I mean, still, it's not worth waiting in that line.
I'll tell you, the halal
Nothing
guys'
is-
chicken's dry.
Yeah, well, you got to get you got to get the lamb.
These guys hook the chicken up, bro. It's
Oh,
all
really?
wet.
I could never wait in line for street food.
All you gotta write is
There's
the
like
famous.
the line to get that Adele's thing on 6th Ave. You get to the back of the line, you're next to another halal cart.
Right.
And pass two halal carts just to get to that one. Yeah, I'm sure it's fine.
There's this pizza place right over here on 8th, I think. Bro, that dude puts up a sign 3 weeks ago, maybe like 6 weeks ago. World's famous pizza place, and people are lined up there. Literally 2 days later.
Famous Ray's or something?
No, it's just this dude I'll show you when we're walking. Literally just famous pizza place. People lined up. It's just made up nothing about it's famous.
This is how we're going to start making some money once we get our social media numbers up high enough.
Yeah.
We're just going to extort one of these local businesses to like just make like an influencer video for them.
Yeah.
And it's a good investment.
Every time I come down to Johnny's Subs, I have a great time.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's like there's a fucking 100 bodegas in my neighborhood that are all exactly the same.
Yeah.
But if I'm famous and I say, oh no, I always go to this one. I always go to, Abdul's.
Taco Planet.
Yeah. And then it's like that's going to be the spot.
Yeah.
And people will line up. People love lining up for shit in this city.
They do.
Especially young people when they think there's going to be a thing happening.
It's the memories.
You could be standing. You're standing there on the street in front of Grizzly Pear saying, "Hey, free comedy show, right here, please. I'll perform for free for you right now.
God,
yeah,
for the love of life.
I need you to come in right here. I won't charge you anything. They'll walk right by.
Yeah.
Oh no, look at the line over there. That line's around the block for the comedy cellar.
Yeah.
I'll get in that line.
Yep.
And I'm not even going to get into the club. That's the line for standby.
It's the same thing everywhere, dude. There was when I went to Italy, you got to think people traveled across the world on a cruise ship. You get 6 hours in Italy. They waited 4 hours at one pizza place.
Man.
Annabella's or something. I did it too because I'm there all the time. And the pizza was all right, but it's like right across the street, even better pizza, believe it or not.
Here's the thing, just like the halal cart, you're waiting. Do you see a halal cart? And it's like, I'm going to wait in the line with everybody else.
Yeah.
No, this other guy has something to prove.
Which guy?
The second guy.
Oh, with the line?
Yeah, no, this guy with no line.
Oh, yeah.
He's got something to prove.
He's putting his best in it.
He's going to give you his best chicken.
And he's going to hook it up. He got no business.
Adele's guys were like, no, fuck you. I have 100 other people.
Well, I can't stand when your buddies try to act like they know a guy. They're like, hold on, I know a guy. Then they bring you to a truck. It's like, bro, come on.
It's the same, yeah.
We walked 8 blocks for you to bring me. Now he's going to charge me more.
It's the same Italian sausage everybody else has.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, you know a guy that's going to charge me more?
Even halal cart, too. It's like, you got to be so drunk and it's got to be so late. That it's like, you can't be drunk waiting in line.
Well, the gyro thing, yeah, that's true too.
Drunk people don't have that kind of, it's just not in the mood.
Right.
You're grabbing and going.
Yeah, you'll leave
just
your
like
book
women.
bag.
Yeah.
The lamb, you're playing a whole different game. I can't even play the lamb game with halal. Sure, it's good, but you don't know what the hell you're eating, what you're shitting out. At least with the chicken, it's
mystery
like,
meat.
You're getting chicken and rice. You can't really lie or screw that up too much.
Yeah. Well, lamb definitely has, it's a much lower fail rate. You can't screw up lamb as much as you can screw up chicken.
Oh, yeah, because it's all fat. Yeah.
Yeah.
When you're at the halal carts, and then you get one of those people that are drunk and they're like, oh, what did he get? I want what he got.
This place has one thing.
Yeah.
Well, you can get chicken or you can get lamb or you can get both.
Yeah, that one over by Williamsburg, that one gets a little bit of a line. I think maybe because he's the only one, going to Williamsburg Comedy Club. That's a good one if you're out that way. Over here, I'll be honest, these Times Square ones, you're better off avoiding them. I hate to give people no business, but some of the, I don't know, man. I don't trust some of this shit. You got to have a good one where you could go back to them, and it's like, I know this is
I'd rather go, much rather to go into a brick and mortar store.
Yeah, that's
I
what
just
they're
feel
doing.
better.
Did you see they're doing that in West Village? They got halal.
Mm-hmm.
They got their own little. It's like a food truck food though. They got all kinds of shit, and it's right over by that 7-Eleven.
Well, you know that you're gonna come back the next day, and it's like this business has to be here again.
Yeah,
they can't just up and leave.
I wish that there was a place that you could just we need different types of food from around the world, like that Arabic, that just ball of meat, those kibbe balls or something.
Yeah.
Too bad you can't just buy that for $4 somewhere, You
can get that. You can get that kind of food, but it's not going to be like street food.
Yeah,
it's going to be. You're going to go into a place with like a hookah
Right.
Yeah.
Ask for kibby balls. That's the nickname, I think, too.
Well, you gotta like, hey, it's gonna be like a whole. It's not like a grab and go situation. It's like you gotta hang out all night and talk some philosophy.
And you know, I grew up with it, so we got nicknames for stuff. I can never find what I'm looking for at a restaurant. I'll be like the doohickeys because I'll just call it what my dad calls it.
You know that thing with the meat?
Yeah, it's like a handful of meat. What are they called? Kibby balls? They'll be looking at me confused.
You mean kebab?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
No, I don't know. It's just a handful of meat.
Oh, wow.
I don't know what it is.
Huh.
Fried meat.
I don't know how to describe that. Yeah, that's definitely not what it's called. Yeah. So
I had a lot of German sausages. Those are good. You ever go the brats or whatever?
Oh, yeah.
That's a whole thing.
That's all right. I could eat that kind of food. Like, same thing with hot dogs. Anything in the sausage form.
Yeah.
You know it's bad for you.
Yeah, it is.
And it's like I could eat hot dogs are like one of my favorite foods ever when I actually eat them. But I almost never do because it feels like it's terrible for you.
Man, that's the problem. I grew up being Italian with the sausages, and you cut them, and it's like, oh man, dude, those pork sausages.
It's so good. Well, I think sausage is better than hot dog.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. But still, equally, your heart hurts, dude. I can't walk up 3 flights. You eat it with the cheese, some peppers.
I've always said if hot dogs weren't bad for you, I would eat hot dogs every day. I would never be able to walk by a hot dog stand without buying a hot dog with some mustard on it.
I can't really do the hot dogs. I would do anything.
I can't.
Else,
That's
though.
the problem. I don't do it.
Yeah.
But I would.
Oh yeah.
Because I know the taste of it. It's the perfect food.
You know, we used to make them on the gas stove at my house, like with a fork, just with the gas flame.
Yeah.
So now it kind of ruined hot dogs for me. They all taste like gas.
Well, I mean, it's the kind of food you could technically eat it cold. It's already cooked.
Oh, yeah, my buddy, I remember he was like kind of broke. His parents both went to jail, and he was burning his socks on the grill to make us hot dogs. I'm like, yeah, we could just eat them.
Yeah, just boil some water.
Yeah. Yeah.
The thing is pre-cooked. It's all nitrates. Yeah.
Dude burnt his socks.
All right, let's plug some dates, huh?
We got coming up. Will this be out April 24th? I got a doctor's appointment. The show's the 26th.
That's
April 26th.
Next Saturday.
Yeah.
That's the Broadway Comedy Club. Dear God, everybody, we need this.
Please come out.
If there was ever a show.
1 ticket sold, I'm pretty sure.
Ah, don't say that.
No.
Tickets are limited.
Last minute,
Get your ticket now before it sells out.
It's going to sell out,
Tickets are flying fast.
And follow my YouTube, Dominic Leonelli. You'll see I've been putting a ton of stand-up up from the cruise ships.
And you're probably going to be in Atlantic City coming up?
That's not for a couple months, but yeah, we got to set the date.
All of our Atlantic City fans.
I got some stuff coming up. Twiddly diddly do eat.
Yeah, I got some secret projects.
Dude, you're going to hear.
We can't talk about that, but let's just say this is a big deal.
Danny's going to be famous,
I'm going to be a millionaire.
You better bring me to open.
I'm going to buy that burger on the corner. And it's going to cost me all my money.
I can't wait. Maybe we can eat him with Tom Green. We'll call him up.
Oh, man. What a life, huh?